into a little Wolo and Friends on Sports 56. I'm your buddy, actually, Johnny Rayleigh Radio, filling in for Dave Woloshin. My man Wolo's on the road, bro. He's going all over the place, man. He's going up to that, which Dakota is Mount Rushmore? South or North?
Dakota.
South. He's doing like the South Dakota. He's doing Chicago. You know he's going to stop by Giordano's and get a little, that thick pizza, that Chicago style. And you know what we're going to do today?
What we going to do, man?
We're going to be talking all kinds of stuff. We have some great guests today. At 10:30, we're going to go around the SEC because we have the SEC historian Ron Higgins. We also are going to talk college football. I'm sure you're going to know we're going to talk a little bit about my man Brendan Sorsby for Texas Tech and what this means going forward, plus a few other top conversations around college football, baby. Also, Jason Munns. He's going to join us at 10:45. All he does is what? Tiger hoops. Now, my question is, does Dave talk to Jason 24/7, 365?
Not 24/7, but a good amount.
I was just kind of wondering, where's the lull in the break for Jason, who covers the Tigers?
I don't know. You would think it would align pretty much with Terry Davis, who says he has nothing to do till like, what, August?
No, he's got the draft.
Yeah, okay, he got the draft. Oh, yeah.
He's got the draft. But you know what we're going to talk about in the first segment, and I hope you join us. Hit us up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. I feel so bad.
Why? Because I was right?
No, because you know how I was 100%. We all three of us said Knicks. We went Knicks. Jared picked Knicks. Jay Ham picked Knicks.
I did it for reversal purposes. I ain't gonna lie.
And then I did the Knicks. And then when all three of us picked the Knicks, guess what I did?
What y'all do?
I parlayed the Knicks plus 1.5 and over 216.5.
So y'all don't listen to me, right?
So that means I hit both of mine again. 5-0 in the finals right now. 3 games. Tearing it up, bro. I love the NBA. In fact, believe it or not, you know, as much as I love college football and the NFL, the most I ever made in a stretch run was 2 years ago in the NBA playoffs. If you notice what I won, Chas drives it. That was called a nice husband. I was also trying to get some things for myself as well. But, man, I will say last night was a weird game, and for multiple reasons. One, I loved the way they were scoring until the fourth quarter, and then it's like every single team ran out of legs. Thank goodness. I didn't know if they were going to get to 40. They ended up scoring 43 in the fourth. But, man, San Antonio came out and dropped 33 in the first, then 24 in the second, then 35 in the third, then 24 in the fourth. Got a big dub. One of the keys to this game is, man, how does Spurs take 24 second half free throws? 28 second half free throws. Did y'all see that?
The whistle, man. They were getting the whistle.
They were getting the whistle on everything, man. And I was watching them hit Cat in the head, throw OG on the ground, knock over Bridges, pimp slap Landry Shaman on a drive to the basketball. Nothing. Jose Alvarado even got mugged, and they didn't even do anything because I guess it's New York City, and they just look the other way. But, man, it's just – I'm glad San Antonio got there for me and my bet. But I was thinking to myself, dude, the amount of free throws they took in that second half was ridiculous. Again, 8 in the second half for the Knicks, 28 out of their 34 free throws came in the second half. That's a little bit. I was like, man. But also, dude, how do the Knicks come out in the fourth quarter at their home arena and struggle so mightily?
I think they got their first bucket around the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, they could not get anything into the bucket, man. I remember it was like, 10-2 run to start the fourth quarter. And you got to also tip your cap, man. Castles finally had a big game. Hit some huge threes, made his free throws, dropped 23 points, had 5 assists to only 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. Getting it done. Oh, and he grabbed 5 boards even. And I thought Wemby was very good offensively.
He was second youngest ever in the NBA Finals, John, with 35-5.
Mm-hmm. Show was. And he ended up finishing. Yes, he's a stud. De'Aaron Fox couldn't hit the broadside of the barn last night. Thought that was a little wild.
Made a big shot down the stretch, but it's probably time to turn that thing over to Mr. Harper.
Man, Dylan Harper looks like he's just fast. He's athletic. The only thing that scared me about Dylan is I don't want Dylan shooting eight threes.
You do if it's kind of catch and shoot type of deals. I don't want him creating his shot shooting threes. He's a self-proclaimed best shooter on that team.
Well, that is true. I just he could have shot him out of it for a second there when he
little 1 for 8 action that he promised live on TV that he'll never shoot that again. I'm monitoring that.
We will see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And the crazy thing is Cat, who was the MVP favorite going into last night, had a absolutely, I thought, terrible basketball game on the offensive end. He played good defense last night. He did a lot of things good defensively. But damn, Cat. 0 for 2 from downtown, 4 for 10. Hell, he only scored 11 points, and 3 of them came from the free throw line.
It's his smallest plus negative of the series. Only +6 on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, your boy Landry Shamet,
he was terrible.
-20.
Oh, yeah, and why is Landry shooting 7 threes?
Because he got the bug. Because, Judge, they fell in love with it. They said, he's been saving us. Let's let Landry do his thing. He and McBride sucked last night.
And every time Josh Hart shot one, I said, oh, God. And then it went in most of the time. He had 4 threes last night. I'm like, dude.
4 threes, but he was -7.
The Suns.
Hey,
I'm just talking about his shot, man. I hadn't seen this guy make a 3 in so long, I can't even remember. This dude, that just proves the sun does shine on a dog's ass even eventually.
But you know what's telling about him? He is so physical. He didn't get to the free throw line yesterday. That's a problem when Josh Hart doesn't get back on the line.
And what did you think about the fact that Mitchell Robinson only played 7 minutes?
Some of that was actually, I heard it during the broadcast. He was actually about to substitute into the game, but the Knicks, I believe, had 14 fouls already. It was going to turn into Hacker Robinson. So you pulled him, put him back on the bench. That might have been some minutes he would have gotten. But hey, like I told you guys the other day, whenever Robinson is on the floor, I need Wemby to get all of those minutes. And they just about played him off the court. That's all it was.
The weird thing, too, is Jordan Clarkson. Did you see his prayers that went in?
Yeah. Last second deals, yeah. It happens.
Oh, I know, but dude, Jordan, I don't see that much. But, man, it's just the thing that's also, like I said, that, again, that game was in New York, I was surprised.
Slobber knocker.
It was a slobber knocker. It was a really good basketball game. And the other problem is the one big problem right now still, I think.
What you got?
They got to have, Brunson's got to be more efficient.
Yeah,
if they're
25
gonna be able
shots
to
last
close
night.
this thing. He has shot more than anybody since Shooter McGavin.
Can't beat him up too bad, John, because he's the reason that they're there, right?
Oh, no, I'm not beating him up, but there are times where I don't understand. Like, I liked the fourth quarter. Josh Hart actually brought the ball up. You cannot have Jalen Brunson on his back 35 times in a game. You saw early in the first quarter when he got taken down and he hit his back. His back was sore. I saw him go down low, and I can't remember who he had. Basically, he was like a sandwich I would never like because it was between two gigantic men. Like he was crushed. I mean, he was just physically getting beaten up. I need Jalen Brunson. I know he is your point guard. I need you to have Bridges, Hart, somebody else, Alvarado in there maybe when he's in there. Anybody bring up the damn ball.
Thank you, John.
And let my man get a little bit of damn rest, and then let him execute on the offensive end. Run him some plays, set some screens. OG's been playing unbelievable offensively. OG's been kicking ass. But Brunson, by the fourth quarter, has no legs, no lift, and a flat shot.
It's a real easy adjustment, John. The Oklahoma City Thunder made that adjustment when they brought Shea, when they got Shea off the ball. They just put him in the
Did
corner.
you agree with what you said? Did it have anything to do with Jalen Brunson?
Yes, has to do with the Knicks. Period. I just say it now. Look, the Knicks simply didn't get into their offense and run their offense like they're accustomed to doing, like they were doing in game one and game two. Jared made a good point about the Spurs.
A lot of it, don't you think, had to do with the fact that Jalen Brunson looked like he had no legs and continued to bring the ball up for three straight quarters?
To do with the fact that they didn't stay disciplined in what they were doing. They got them up 2-0, and the Spurs locked down on defense.
There you go.
A lot of that was just falling back into your bad habit, and the opposition picking up on that and picking up on what they need to do to.
And you had a little bit more. Okay, two things I observed yesterday. A little bit more Keldon Johnson, first of all, because he's physical. You know, he's not the tallest guy, but he's physical.
Got a couple big rebounds and easy.
Oh yeah. And the second adjustment that I noticed yesterday was down the stretch. You take out Champagnie and you put in Ron Harper. Now you have basically a 3 to 4 guard offense with Vassell and Big Wemby down there. Those guys last night pressed all the right buttons. Will they do it again? We'll see.
Well, the thing is they only get 1 day of rest, and everybody has known Wemby's.
He looks fresh.
After 1 day of rest, though.
He hurt his tushy. Did you see him hurt his tushy?
I'm just saying, just look go look through the playoffs off of 1 day of rest. He does not play nearly as well.
He's an alien, though, John. He'll change that narrative.
Dude, this man's averaging 40 damn minutes. He played the entire fourth quarter again the other night.
That's what you do with 22-year-olds, John.
I hear you, but I don't give a damn, dude. He's getting beat up. Jalen Brunson's getting beat up.
It adds up.
It adds up, man. It's been a long, hard-fought series. I don't know if you remember, Wemby's throwing elbows, got knocked to the ground, falling down. The dude's 7'5". That's a long fall, unlike 5'2".
Hey, man, winning the Preakness ain't easy, and winning the finals ain't easy. We don't want to hear that, John.
Dude, that one Golden Tempo horse, is that
Golden Tempo? Come on, baby.
He loves going last. And he's like, I'm going to be last for a while.
So quickly, I'm glad you brought that up.
Last for a while, and then I'm going to come back and screw you. How you like me now? And then he's like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, so Golden Tempo's trainer, you know she made history. She's the first
she's the
woman.
first chick.
Now she's won 2 of the big 3.
You ain't have to hit the Bonanza theme on him.
Yeah, he hit the Bonanza. Yeah. Little house action.
Dude, Tonto!
It's Lone Ranger, dude.
It doesn't matter. He rode a horse, too. I was just saying, I'm going Bonanza, Tonto. What's the one that had, I know there was another one that was really popular, and it had that dude who, talked real slow.
Yeah, Bonanza, yeah, Gunsmoke.
No, but who's the dude who, I don't know about what y'all doing, boys, but I'm going to shoot y'all ass today, man.
That's the Marlboro man, ain't it? What you saying?
No, I can't think of his name.
You on Sam Donald, granddad?
That is, dude. I wish I could. I'm trying to, man, I have to hear things to actually do them, which just sucks for me in my life because I can't recall much.
We should just keep you in your wheelhouse and ask you, where's your license and registration?
Famous.
Supposedly it's on the back of the car. Huh?
Cowboys. John Wayne.
You could remember John Wayne, eh?
How the hell am I supposed to remember? You think I was old enough to be watching John Wayne and stuff?
I mean,
I was watching football, son.
So was I, but I know who the hell the Duke is. I ain't a fan of him either, but same reason Flavor Flav and Chuck D ain't.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I think one of the best movies ever though. Do you remember Was it Young Guns? Is that the one?
Billy
With
the Kid.
Billy, yeah, but it's like Emilio Estevez
Estevez,
and
Billy the Kid,
and
Lou Diamond
the
Phillips,
cokehead.
Kiefer
Sean
Sutherland.
King.
Yeah.
Sean King. Sorry,
They
not
made-
the quarterback.
They made 2 Young Guns.
Who's the dude who had the 3 bunnies, got AIDS, and was
Sheen.
married? Charlie Sheen. Thank you.
Emilio Estevez's brother.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's so much brothers.
Yeah.
That was definitely just dad stepping out on the marriage, right?
I would think
Because
so.
if you have one
Martin
that's an
Sheen.
Estevez,
Yeah, I would think so.
Shout out to Mike Vrabel.
and then the other one's a Sheen, like Emilio kept her mom's name, I take it.
Right.
Fascinating. Nepotism again.
Hey, makes the world go round.
Yeah, it does. William H. Bonney. Billy the Kid. Who's Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill, that's some OG legend right there. You might have to Google that one.
Or is Buffalo Bill the guy that was in Silence of the Lambs killing everybody?
No. Well, no.
Yeah, it was.
But that's not the Buffalo Bill from the Cowboy legend.
How did I get it?
I think that Buffalo Bill is like based from like Wyoming or something like that. I do a little reading. I might miss something though.
But what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
who's the old guy I just said?
How we got here, I don't
John
know.
Wayne.
John Wayne's ass would be ready for game number 4.
Man,
I mean, the dude rode a horse when he was like 90.
give me Clint Eastwood over John Wayne.
Oh, dude, you know why I'm taking Clint Eastwood too? You ever saw Dirty Harry?
That's what I'm
Pull out
saying.
that 44, son.
That's what I'm saying.
What is it he likes to say? You want to make my
Go ahead,
day, punk?
Make my day.
Make my day. Dude, he just had he made so much money just by being able to stare at you and look like he was the meanest SOB in the whole world.
Right. Clint Eastwood, man.
Also saw a dope movie he did when he was old.
I know the name.
And
I can't think of the name of it though.
it was really
like 15
good.
years or so ago.
Yeah, dude. And
Did
he
do
was
like Gran Torino or something like
something like that where he was like he helped out a girl and he was like also running drugs and
that.
stuff.
I think that was the name of it, Gran Torino.
The Mule.
The Mule, maybe.
That's what it is.
That's what it was.
That's
Come on,
what it
y'all.
is. That's what it is.
You know what? I don't know about you, but you watch more movies than me, bruh.
Hey, man.
You know what? The only movie I've gone to see in 15 years at the theater, and that's because I have to, is two of them. I went and saw the Bob Dylan fifth
It's Bob
because I
Dylan.
love Bob Dylan.
It's Bob Dylan.
And then I had to go watch Elvis with my wife because if you haven't noticed at my house, all the Elvis
Got a lot
records
of
on the
Elvis
wall,
stuff, yeah.
that's because her granny was like the #1 Elvis collector in the world. And
Shout out to the Hound Dogs getting their first win this weekend.
They did.
Oh, I saw your boy Matt Infield on the call,
Yeah,
dog.
Matt calls it. Matt is actually
He
the
did pretty
voice of
good.
the Hound Dogs.
I was gonna say he did good.
I saw somebody. Actually, it was Devin Walker that tweeted out. It was like NFL street meets backyard football meets.
It actually was, but from all intents and purposes, the reports from Matt Infield and Doc Holliday, a great Memphis atmosphere, playing Memphis kind of music, having the crowd kind of on top of each other.
Where's it at?
2,000 people there, John.
Where's it at?
Memphis Sports Complex. You know I forget the actual
The thing behind the
Liberty
Liberty Bowl.
Yeah, right there by yeah.
How come I've never been there?
You ain't had no reason to go
Because your
see high
kids are
school
old
hoops,
now.
Probably.
You don't have kids playing AAU ball anymore, sir.
They fill it up on the weekend though. That just be jumping. Tournaments.
Don't they have a wall or something you can climb?
Probably do. It's a pretty big deal.
Oh, bro. Time out, middle of the show. Sorry, very, very important. I know listen, I got 3 hours, okay? I'm going to just tell you what the hell I want when I want to, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And it's going to be good. And if you don't like it, well, blame it on Wolo. And I'm just kidding. Wolo, I'm just jealous because he's out having a beautiful, beautiful time. But, oh my gosh.
You're on fire like the Brewers.
I
and the
forgot what I
Athletics
was talking.
yesterday.
Oh, dude. All right, do y'all have HBO?
Yeah.
So I could not sleep. I mean, I have
You're watching.
okay, so last night's the first time. Have y'all ever heard of restless leg syndrome?
Yeah, no. What you got?
Holmes, I never have had it. My mom had it when, probably when she's like my age. Damn it.
I think I have it after I cut grass.
Dude, that's just because you're flaccid and soft, and anytime you do anything that takes a little bit of
There you
physical,
go.
like you can't even make it 3 minutes in the bunny ranch.
Not a billionaire in a brothel.
So I was like, the ball game's over. You know what happens when the ball game's over. It takes me a little while to unwind, right? Finally, I unwind. I lay down. I go to sleep. About an hour and a half later after I've been to bed, Holmes, let me just tell you what happened to me. I woke up with like, my legs were like kicking like, you ever seen Shorty Legs on Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood?
Yeah.
You remember how when he's dreaming and Crazy Legs, his little legs are going all over the
Pacifier in
place.
his mouth.
Boo boo, got a pacifier in my mouth. That was my legs. They weren't that little.
What you tripping off of?
Dude, I think I got restless leg syndrome, man. I went to bed, my legs were like cramping, running around like it was like they had a mind of their own. Woke me up.
I blame the Knicks.
I blame the Knicks
Because
too.
you would have been up, out, like this thing.
No, because I would have lost money, so I was pretty happy about
That would have had you up too.
But my the point is do y'all know who Alex Hondo is? The guy who we always talk about, the free climber.
No, I know Alex Condon that plays for
Man,
Florida.
I showed you the dude who climbs freaking mountains, no ropes, no chains, no nothing. It's called free climbing. It's the most dangerous thing in the world.
Kind of Everest.
Yeah,
way?
dude, no. I'm everything. You want to see what this dude climbs?
Please.
Let me just show you what kind of ish this man climbs.
name? I'ma Google
About to beat you, dude.
What's his name?
His name's Alex Hondo, but I'm talking about Dean Porter, who's even more badass. Like, watch this dude right here is the most badass lunatic in the world. Nobody in the world has ever been. Look, no.
Yeah, he tripping.
Oh, no. Watch this thing. He climbs out on a thing where he's completely going upside down. It might be the craziest ish I've ever seen in my entire life. Then also he got to where he thought to himself, things they said it were impossible for him to do. Like, it's just impossible. So he ended up getting one of those little packs that you would drop the little, like, you know, you might have a chance if you can. That little, you know, like that baby pack, you know what I'm talking about?
Proton pack.
It just gives you, like, instead of 100% death, you got like 20% to live. And he would climb these things that are impossible and get real close, and then bam, he'd fall. He'd pull his little chute. Then he got into that thing. Have you ever seen those wingsuits? One, I want to do this. I cannot wait to jump out of a damn airplane in a wingsuit, buck ass wild, going 200 miles an hour. I'm in. But this dude didn't just jump out of wingsuits. No, he decided to do daredevils where he would go to places where you would jump out in your wingsuit and you would fly between like a 4-foot cliff going 200 plus miles an hour. So if you hit your head, you're dead.
He beyond a daredevil, yo.
Dude, this dude is such a badass.
Damn, did you hear John's wordplay right then? He said instead of having 100% chance to die, you have a 20% chance to live. That means your chance of dying is 80.
Yeah, dude. The show is called The Dark. The show is called The Dark Wizard, and it's about the original person, Dean Potter, who actually inspired Alex Hondo to free climb. He was the first person to ever do it. You got to check this thing out on HBO. I mean, look, also he would, he's barefoot, and he would walk a tightrope from one mountain to the other that was over 1,000 feet on a wire.
The part that disturbs me with this.
Well, he said the only time he ever felt live.
Sure, there's not David Copperfield.
The only time he said it was like therapy. The only time he was comfortable and the only time he felt alive and at peace is that if he made one wrong move, he was instantly dead.
I mean, the thing that disturbs
Oh,
me.
look at this. This is upside down.
See,
This is upside effing down.
You should show your viewers, John. You have a camera.
I mean, see, stuff like this is like, this dude is on drugs.
Dude, no, he's not. His drug.
gotta
Oh,
be.
they
Do
did
you
a
know
parachute
how
on?
strong this guy's grip is? Like, he don't look all that big, but these rock climbers, this dude could hang from one hand on a rock, and he practiced every day. He got up to where he could hang his whole body weight upside down with just a little bitty bit of thing on his hands, progressively going from like 5 minutes to 10, all the way to where he got up, he could hang with one hand for an hour. Then he would reach up and grab another rock all the way upside down, holding his body weight, one hand. He would do it for another hour.
Sound like Danhausen.
This guy grabbed your... Dude never was able to touch himself. He could have pulled it off, and he wouldn't even have known because his strength was that strong.
I kicked that man in the throat. He grabbed me, man. What's wrong?
No, when I'm talking about himself, he could never even help himself.
Oh, that's terrible.
Because, dude, he would be gone. I want y'all to go look up Dean Potter, DeanPotter, and watch The Dark Wizard. The dude had bigger cojones than any person that's lived on planet Earth. Now, did he end up dying? Yes.
As soon as I Googled his name, Dean Potter, death.
But, dude, let me just tell you something. If every single day you got a 99% chance of living and the only person that could ever live was him, hate to say this, bro, you're eventually going to, like he did, he went through that wingsuit and he tried to go through like a 4-foot crevice.
Yeah.
By the way, you're going 220 plus miles an hour.
One simple sway.
And his wife thought he got through it because it shows him go through it. Yeah, but his head hit, at 200 miles an hour or something. And man was dead instantly, bro.
I know he was.
But dude, the Dark Wizard, bigger cojones than any person. Please tell me at the Sissy's Log Cabin Texan listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry. 901-360-8255. My cousin Bob Bain, the greatest photographer in this city, facts. He can shoot like nobody's business. We'll have him over at H&H. He is the one who turned me on to it, and it's the adrenaline. It was like having 20K on a game. You're like every single 2 seconds, man, you're having a
like
heart
a Texas Tech quarterback.
Brendan Silversby. Speaking of that, we got to talk a little bit of football because we got Ron Higgins, SEC historian. He used to live here in Memphis, Tennessee, and write for the Commercial Appeal. Now he's down in Baton Rouge covering LSU. And boy, does he got some work because the whole LSU baseball team after their last loss, every single one of them entered the transfer portal. So we're going to talk Ron Higgins. We'll talk Brendan Sorsby. We'll talk the state of college football and so much more right here on Wolo and Friends on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to download our Hub 901 app for instant access to Sports 56 and all the Flynn Broadcasting stations from anywhere. Go to the App Store and get the Hub 901 app today.
Unlock your new go-to spot, Codes Dispensary in Steele, Missouri, just over an hour from Memphis. When you're ready for a legal, reliable option, they're right up the road. Explore the full menu of top-shelf products in-store and online. Short on time? Order ahead and cruise through the drive-thru for a quick pickup. Stack rewards while you stock up with Club Codes. Earn points for every dollar spent. Codes Dispensary, now open in Steele, Missouri. Supreme Cannabis, that's worth the drive. Learn more at CodesDispensary.com. That's CodesDispensary.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-939-2525. That's 800-939-2525. 800-939-2525.
Now back to Wolo and Friends on Sports 56. Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Gaga, Radio What's New.
Welcome back to a little Wolo and Friends. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, filling in for Dave Woloshin, who's out there enjoying life with his beautiful wife. They're going to Chicago. Then they're going to the Dakotas to see the Mount Rushmore. And then I think they were sneaking up into Canada possibly. I was like, if you see Drake pimp slapping for Kendrick, he didn't know what I was talking about. But we've had a lot of sports go on. Just the last, basically 24, 48 hours, Brendan Sorsby's situation has been the talk of college sports. College World Series is absolutely buck wild. And I'm so blessed because I don't know if there's too many people that know more about sports than Ron Higgins. You remember him back in the day when he wrote here in Memphis, Tennessee, the Commercial Appeal. Then he went down to Baton Rouge. He's been covering the Tigers and all things SEC. And I'm so blessed that he joins me now. First and foremost, long time, Ron. How's life been treating you?
Oh, it's good. How y'all doing, man?
Man, we're pretty daggum good. I got to say we're doing better than the LSU baseball team. I can't believe every single player entered the portal.
Well, not every single player. They got some players back. Yeah, I mean they got some people coming back. Their main people are coming back. The people they want to come back.
So the 4 freshmen took their names out.
Yeah, I mean the freshmen. I mean there's a sophomore is coming back. They got enough people back. I don't think the guy Jay Johnson's too worried.
I'm not saying that he's necessarily worried. It's more of a kind of a segue into what we're going to talk about with Brendan Sorsby and the state of college sports. I'm just going to say this. Coaching college sports is not easy. I know everybody, some people think they can do it better than the damn coaches. You hear every single Saturday or basketball game or cow foul. Everybody's always blaming coaches on an absolute reg. But my God, I think coaching today has gotten so difficult. The roster turnover, creating a culture when you don't have many leaders coming back each year. The whole pay for play and figuring out a roster. Like college coaches have become general managers of basically football team coaches. They father figures. It just feels like they wear so many damn hats. I don't know how they really can keep up.
That's why I always find it incredible. The public goes kind of crazy when, a head football coach at a major university makes $10 million a year, and they go, that's outrageous.
They work every day.
They don't understand. Okay, first of all,
3 a.m. they're in the Deadgum facility. David Deal's a good buddy of mine. I know how the Ryan Silverfield situation worked extremely well. In there at 3 a.m. and you don't leave till 8 p.m. That's a long damn day, Ron.
Yeah, I mean, you're dealing with so many damn issues, and I mean, I've talked to coaches around the business now, and head coaches, and I said, "Would you want to get back into this stuff today?" They go, "No way." It's because you have to deal now with. Okay, first of all, you have to hire a general manager. Okay, and you have to trust him to help evaluate talent and go after people. So that's like pro-like. Then you got to deal with agents, and then you got to before you could probably deal with parents, but now you got to deal with agents, and you got to deal with guys making deals every year. I mean,
you got to deal with gambling quarterbacks. You got to deal with dudes buying Ferraris and Georgia driving 120 on a reg.
And then you got to deal with the stuff where the NCAA folds up every time somebody goes and gets a lawyer. I mean, the Brendan Sorsby thing is so incredible. I mean, but basically, it's really easy in college athletics to stay eligible. Find yourself a lawyer. Find yourself a friendly judge.
Yep.
Okay, good. We're good to go. All right, we're fine. It's just, but I mean, the gambling thing's unbelievable. I give this lawyer credit. He presented a case that this judge bought, but I don't know if they bought the judge too. I mean, it's like, Ole Miss quarterback. You find a judge.
Trinidad Chambliss.
Yeah, you find a judge and rule for you, and that's what you get. So most of the time, you find yourself a judge and a good lawyer, you're going to stay eligible. It's just
when did the NCAA, which is insane, become about litigation? Because I've been bitching about this for so long, Ron. It's driving me crazy. I'm grateful. My daughters both went to Ole Miss. My youngest cheered at Ole Miss and won a national championship. I'm all Ole Miss. Ole Miss, congratulations, Mike Bianco, College World Series. But my God, the Lane Kiffin saga was absolutely wild. I love my daughter. First year, got a quarter scholarship, sophomore, junior, and senior year, full ride, full books, full tuition. And as a cheerleader, she was getting $700 a month in NIL. That saved my pocket big time, Ron. But the overall arching situation about the legislation, why is everything ended up in court if you have more law schools across the country, you've got more smart people and professors in university? You're telling me you can't get the smartest minds from across the country in collegiate and bring them together as a think tank and actually fix the ills of the NCAA? Yes, pay players NIL, but you can't have unlimited transfers.
Well, no, that's the first problem, right there. That's what you got to fix before anything else. I mean, because that's where you have guys who's jumping ship every year for better deals. So if you're bound to your school and that's where you got to stay, they're going to pay you what they're going to pay you. Okay, and you just have to accept that. But the unlimited transfer is the basis of all of this.
They don't let no league, the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball. Do you have unlimited free agency?
Yeah, I mean that'll be absolutely chaos, which is what you have now in college athletics. You have chaos, and so people say some people actually think it's good for the game. I think it's rotten for the game. I mean, I understand guys need to get paid. I understand how hard college athletes work. They do work incredibly hard. It is a year-round venture. Okay, we get that.
But to the detriment of all the other sports is what scares me.
Yeah, that's
and the Olympic model as well, because again, not everybody is playing college basketball, college football, and college. baseball.
all those kids deserve. They deserve money. All of them do. I mean, they all do. And so for people to say, "Well, Mom, we might have to cut some Olympic sports," no, you're not going to do that. All those kids and those sports deserve that money. They work just as hard as everybody else. No, they're not football. Or they're not basketball, but they work just as hard as anything else. You go watch a track and field workout, it's just exhaustion what they go through every day in track and field. Anything that requires intense practice every day or training, you deserve money for it. And to say that you got to cut sports, they call minor sports, Olympic sports, because what infuriates me is a football program might hire an assistant weight coach at $200,000 a year. It's like, huh? Do you really need another assistant weight coach? I mean, shouldn't that go to women's volleyball or golf or tennis or swimming? Can that go to something like that? And they have $200,000 for another assistant weight coach? And I understand football feeds everything. I get that. In some places, it seems like at LSU where you want to add somebody, just add them. Hey, we'll add Ed Orgeron for $100,000 a year. I mean, it's okay. Well, that's cool. You just add what you want. You go buy what you want. But I can tell you from talking to the LSU athletic director, I mean, he's like, we can't go back to the same donors every year and tap into them.
Dude, hell, you heard about Troy Aikman being so pissed at Dante Moore at Oregon. He said he'll never give another dollar to UCLA again. He wrote him $1 million check, and a week later he transferred, went to Oregon, never even gave him a call, even though he cashed his check.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like ADs understand, what else can we tap into for money? And that's all they think about now. I mean, whether the rules are broken, it's like secondary. They're just trying to tap into money, and then they worry about, like for instance, the way Will Wade is building his basketball team. I'm sorry, it's legal. People hate it, but it's legal, except for one guy that probably won't get in. But it's legal, and people are going crazy. They got to stop him. LCAD says, listen, right now, the people he's recruited, it's all legal. Now, if it doesn't become that way, we'll deal with it when it happens. But right now, it's legal. And so that's why they kind of look at things that way. You deal with what's in front of you. And right now, honestly, right now, nothing seems illegal because it doesn't seem like there are any rules. And if there is a rule, like I said, get a lawyer, get a friendly judge, and you're okay.
I could talk about this all day, Ron. I did want to ask you a little couple questions because I'm a huge baseball junkie, and I want to know. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, what'd you
I'm
have?
so fired up. I'm so fired up for Ole Miss. I really am.
Oh, thank
you don't know how much. I know Ole Miss fans don't believe this.
I love
but
Mike.
You still have a lot of LSU fans who pull for Ole Miss baseball just because of Mike Bianco, because he's so much beloved here. You know, he was Ben McDonald's catcher here, LSU. Just real love. And so anytime Mike, and just a good guy, so anytime good things happen to Mike Bianco, even at Ole Miss, they're happy. And I was, and I have so many friends I know who are like, man, did you see Ole Miss last night? I said, yeah, I'm so happy for Mike Bianco. Because, you know, things go in cycles. He wins the, World Series, and then, things kind of cycle back, and, people want to get rid of him, which is, it still blows my mind. And things cycle back, and it cycled back. I'm happy for him. This is a hell of a World Series. It's the SEC dominated.
You ain't lying.
You're gonna have an SEC team in the finals because one side of the bracket is all SEC teams. Ole Miss is on the other side.
Ole Miss opens up against North Carolina, and I'm fascinated about this North Carolina team because, one, this isn't a team who hits for a lot of power. They only hit 80 home runs as a team all season long. They have great starting pitching, and they have a couple of dudes who are absolute freaks like the whole kid. Ole Miss, on the other hand, you got Rabe. You got my man who I feel like he's just a Hunter Elliott, who's just like a knife fighter on the mound. He's already got a College World Series, battled injury after injury after injury, and he's a bulldog who keeps going out there and doing great things. And then I love the fact that you got senior leadership on that team as well. Like Judd Udemart might strike out too much, but he's still batted .312 and just absolutely mashed. Dude hits bombs when I say bombs. The one question I want to ask you, as big as Omaha's dimensions are, does that play more into a team like North Carolina, who does not live on the long ball, versus teams like Mississippi State, Alabama, Georgia, et cetera, who all have 110 plus?
I don't think LSU's experience. Like you going down, you don't worry about the dimensions. You just
play baseball.
You play the way you play. LSU hit a bunch of bombs last year when they needed them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you swing for the fences. You just go out and play. I like Ole Miss's makeup because they have things in place. I think you need really good starting pitching. I think they really have really good starting pitching. They got guys out of the bullpen are really bad, and they got senior leadership. And I think those are really the top elements you need to win in Omaha. Now, North Carolina, LSU played them. Let's see, 2 years ago in a regional, they almost won. This was the year before LSU's second national championship team. North Carolina had to battle like hell to get out of their at home against USC, which was pretty stunning.
Dude, that walk-off by Hole, but I still keep thinking about the USC third baseman who alligator armed it. You got to catch that damn ball, son.
Yeah. It's almost to me like the NCAA baseball tournament. To me, I know people may not look at this yet, but I think it's just as good as the NCAA basketball tournament.
I'm with you, Ron. I said I enjoy. This is going to sound crazy, but I've gotten to where I enjoy the regionals, the super regionals, and the College World Series more than I even do MLB playoffs, and I'm a big MLB lunatic.
Because where else? You have a number one seed overall go down in the first round at home. UCLA. Yep. You don't get that in college basketball. On their home field, and you had teams like Arkansas Little Rock, who I saw last year when they played LSU here. And LSU actually lost to them for one game in the region. They came back and won. I knew how good Arkansas Little Rock was. And so you have it's the only place where you have a regional that you'll never have in college basketball. A super regional. Troy versus Arkansas Little Rock. I know people go, well, God, that's having that team in the World Series is what they're not as good as that. Let me tell you one thing.
They are playing.
Troy's pretty feisty, and I think people, if you're a college baseball team, head coaches know this. You don't underestimate anybody you're playing, especially in once you get to the NCAA tournament, because you can get on a run and anything can happen. Just like
Just
You
like
know,
Ole
Ole Miss
Miss
was-
with Tim Elko and no knees, and that team
Yeah,
wasn't supposed to
they-
do anything, and they won the World Series that year.
I mean, Oklahoma was 14-16 in the SEC this year, and they're in the College World Series. Alabama has average middle of the road SEC stats. They're in the World Series. So if you get the right matchup in the regionals and super regionals, and you get on a run, you can get there. You know, and but Ole Miss was 15-15 this year, I think, the SEC. So yeah, they're on a run. I mean, if you get your act together, you know, say in going to the postseason and hitting the NCAA tournament, then you get the right draw. But NCAA, I mean, Ole Miss had to do it the hard way. They had to go on and win on the road, you know, on both times, and they did it. And so I think that says a lot for them. And I think teams that do that, they should have a little bit of extra confidence going to Omaha. No, listen, man, we've gotten there on the road. On the road, we've gotten there, and so we should be able to handle this. And again, Bianco's been there before. And I'm happy for him. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that I'm glad, you know, the whole SEC represents when you get that many teams in.
5 out of the 8.
Yeah, you know, and I like that. I mean, I know there's some fans who are very provincial, you know. I mean, some LSU fans, LSU's got it. I'm not going to watch it. You know, I mean, all these teams compete against us in recruiting. Well, so what? You know, like it, gotta get better players. I'm just happy for Bianco. I was like a few years ago, Mississippi State won. I was ecstatic for them because I know how
The best
long.
game I saw though is the home run extravaganza. Mississippi State goes up 7 and they go down. That was the
unreal?
craziest game I've seen in a long time. It was like
I
bomb
mean, it's
after
like
bomb after bomb.
You get down one, you get down a couple of runs. Oh, don't worry, next to them we'll come up with a 2-run homer. I mean, it was like watching T-ball. I mean, it was unreal. I mean, I think the last couple of games combined, they had like 20 home runs, something like that.
I think it was 23 home runs in like 2 games or something. That's
just
insane.
crazy, you know. I know people will probably say, well, you know, I don't know about Georgia and their pitching, you know, because they got that many runs. Yeah, but State's a
they
pretty
can
good team.
score. And then Texas
You know,
Longhorns, I love them because they got that young pitching coach who's a nut, and I just think he's the best pitching coach in the country. And you know they're hitting in infield coaches? Troy Tulowitzki.
Yeah,
Talk about learning some big stuff from Troy. Like, I mean, he's not just a former big leaguer; he's a former big league star.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to this week. I think it's always fun to watch, even if your team's not in it. You know, it's always fun to watch because I approach this line now like NCAA, you know, basketball tournament. It's that competitive and that compelling, and basically also it's not one of those things where you're one and done. You lose, you're out. You still got a shot to come back.
Double elimination, baby.
Yeah, I mean, LSU came back in 23. They came out as the losers bracket to win. Last year, they went through it undefeated, which is something they've only done once in their history, which is unbelievable. So they've won 8 national championships, and I think they've only had it once before. So, but again, it shows you how quickly things can change. You know, this year, their portal bias didn't work out. Their starting pitching wasn't very good. Their freshmen were really good. And when Johnson decided to play in the last half of the year, and he learned some things. I mean, about, you know, some mistakes he made. And the thing about Jay Johnson I love is he'll publicly say it. Because, you know, I made some mistakes in recruiting this year. This is what I did wrong. He'll tell you what he did wrong. And I appreciate a guy like that because I know he's not going to make them again. You know, people have enough faith in the guy. Listen, the guy's won 2 national championships in a 4-year period. He has one off year. You know he's going to be back, and that's the whole thing with Bianco. I couldn't understand why people went crazy. If you look at State, Ole Miss, other teams after a national championship here, they've nosedived. Yeah, it's happened. You know, you lose 20 more games. I mean, the LSU lost the most games in the SEC play in history they've ever done this year, and so it happens. And so what you do, you kind of cycle back and good for Mike. He cycled back, and again, a lot of people in Baton Rouge are happy for him.
I know I'm fired up for the College World Series, and I just really want to say thanks, Ron. I appreciate talking with you. Everybody follow him on the Twitter at Ron Higg. That's RONHIGG. Where can they read you and find you in other places besides theronhiggins.com?
You go to ShreveportBossierJournal.com. I write for them. I live in Baton Rouge. It's a free website. And theronhiggins.org. That's my own website. So that's where you can find me.
Hey,
right now, I'm kind of an idle waiting for Lane Kiffin to say the next thing will blow everything up. So so far, it's been a good week. It's only Monday.
Hey, we're going to have to catch up third week in this summer when Ole Miss and LSU play. That's going to be an absolute party.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be blessed, Ron.
All right.
I'm back in two shakes. You know, I'm late as a break. I can't help myself. I love college baseball. I love college sports. But Tiger basketball, are you interested? You better be, because Jason Munz. He's next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
I think it's over.
Of course you do.
I don't think it's that simple.
Everyone does.
I got all the answers.
Hit us up on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line at 360-8255.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdingers. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdingers, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdingers offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
Your home is your best investment, so why not make it the best it can be with help from Gates Lumber? Start with your front door, serving two purposes, curb appeal and security. Gates has solid construction doors built for security, durability, and beauty. See and compare wood, steel, and fiberglass options side by side at Gates Showroom. It's easier to choose when you can see and touch real doors with real assistance from knowledgeable staff helping you choose the right door for your home and budget. So don't just replace your door, upgrade your protection, and Gates Lumber is the right choice. Family owned and operated, serving you for over 100 years with free estimates, free delivery, competitive prices, and quality products. Call 901-942-3201, go to gateslumber.com, or come by their showroom, 1253 South Bellevue Boulevard. Gates Lumber, celebrating over 100 years with a passion for craftsmanship since 1920.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Ben Store Realtors, and I'm with Julie Molinari, also with Mark's Ben Store Realtors. Julie, you've been in real estate almost your entire life, having started in South Florida in your family's firm. But more importantly, as the Florida's high school state champion in golf and playing for Florida Gulf Coast, I needed your opinion on my golf game.
Sheldon, you are a pro when it comes to selling real estate and representing buyers, but as far as your golf game, I've seen better swings on the playground.
Thanks a lot, Julie. We both know the score, though. Selling real estate requires a high degree of skill off the course, and both of us do have that. So if you're thinking of selling your home, remember, making real estate easy is Julie. Julie Molinari, 305-0112.
And when you want the job done, call Shell Dunn at 483-0546 or memphisrelocate.com. That's memphisrelocate.com or 483-0546.
Now back to Wolo and Friends on Sports 56. Here once again is the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Welcome back to a little bit of Wolo and Friends. Last segment of the day, and I'm fired up to talk with Jason Munz. Y'all know him, man. He takes care of everything Tigers. He ain't like the Siegfried and Roy style. One of them got eaten. This dude takes care of the real Tigers, the Memphis Tigers. What's up, Munz?
Not much. How are you?
Man, I'm hanging in there, my friend, to be honest with you. I ain't usually up this early. Well, I guess I'm just now getting up and Jay's taking me to work. I'm just kidding. But Munzie, I got a question. Right now, Fred Smith Jr. coming to Memphis, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. I'm kind of curious, how good do you think this kid is playing out at, Briarcrest against, I think, a lot of weaker talent?
Yeah, I think he is a legit D1 talent. I just think that I don't
long
think that
curve. Like
Yeah,
to get
like, I
used
don't-
to that to college.
Yeah, like
No
I think this
5'2"
first year,
dudes unless they like absolutely freaks.
Yes, exactly. I don't think that this first year the expectations should be set very high for him, and that's not necessarily an indictment on him as much as it is, as much as it speaks to what Penny has built around him. So, like, it just is what it is. Like, Penny's got to win right now. Like, he absolutely has to win this season. There's never been more of more pressure on him to win than this season, and you typically don't roll with true freshmen to do that. And so, I think that Fred Smith Jr. Is certainly worthy of the top 100 recruit status that he has, the 4-star status that he has. But I just would not expect to see a ton from him this year. He'll play some, but I just wouldn't. Certainly not in the starting lineup, and probably, it's a stretch to even think that he'll be in the top 8 or top 9 in the rotation.
I saw about 3 hours ago you dropped a new article at the Commercial Appeal, pretty much talking everything about basically Brandon Cummings, Memphis basketball. Is it a perfect match? Some of the other people that are coming. Can you give me a little brief overview and tell everybody that they need to take their butt over to the Commercial Appeal and get the real read on?
Yeah, I mean, so throughout the course of this offseason, obviously there's so many new guys. I'm trying to sort of, give people a better idea of who these players are that are going to be playing for Memphis this upcoming season, and this is just the latest in the series of that. It happens to be this week. It's on Brandon Cummings. He's a 6'3" shooting guard that spent his first 2 years at Pitt and did pretty well there, but he certainly didn't, live up to even his own expectations for himself there. So he, was looking for a better situation, a situation closer to the system that he was in high school. And like I talked to his high school coach, he was on like some of his teammates at Lincoln Park, right outside of Pittsburgh. He played with Malik Thomas, who was the true freshman at Arkansas this past year, who's going to be a first-round pick in the NBA draft this year. L.A. Pratt, who was a guard at Northwestern. Like, they had a really good team, and he was, like, most nights the star. Like, in the state championship game, he scored 37 points his senior year. So he's anxious to get back to that, and he thinks that Memphis offered him the best chance to do that. Memphis, Penny plays a system very, very close to the way he played in high school, and he thinks getting back to that will help him get back to where he was.
I feel like the only way we can get back is if we can get $30 million or something, because damn, man, Obi Toppin, remember how expensive he was? Like, you ain't bringing in a Derrick Rose on the low, or CDR or Joey Dorsey. I don't know, man. Even seeing the football team, I saw Charles Huff. They got $7 million, and we're expecting them to compete when you got rosters like down in Baton Rouge almost hitting 50 million. 40 million to basically become the reg for the national championship. The whole thing has gotten absolutely buck wild, but I always talk about how coaching has become 10 times harder. You don't have a whole bunch of seniors that have been there, veteran leadership who know how to help instill the culture of your incoming class. Every year you got guys getting in the portal, leaving, and you got to keep recruiting new guys. That's become difficult on coaches and athletic departments, etc. But how difficult is it on sports writers and just keeping up?
No, it's like it's probably 3/4 of my job at this point is fighting through that, wading through that, getting to know people. But I'm not complaining. Like I
love your job. I know it. I it's just like, even for me, I get confused half the damn time, and I'm like, wait, when the hell did he go over there?
Yeah. No, I have it easy compared to the fans. So I just feel bad for them.
Well, Jason, I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful week. Everybody, make sure you check him out at the Commercial Appeal. Give him a follow on Twitter. It's at Jason Munz. It's actually at Munsley?
Munsley, yep.
That's right, at Munsley. Check him out. Be blessed, homie. We're back in 2 shakes. I got a little bit of wood for you, and it's called, what is my show called? Johnny Radio's Happy Hour.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com. Mercedes-Benz Van Center Memphis has serious vans for serious work. At 4430 American Way, they are the Mid-South source for cargo, passenger, crew vans, and custom chassis. Need one or a full fleet? New or used? They've got it. With fleet solutions and custom